What's good, y'all? It's your boy Mr. Cheap Sense back once again. After this video, I should have two more, and I will be done with this little short series or long series, however you want to look at it. But this one should be a little interesting also because it's a fragrance that got some hype when it was first talked about or first released, and I was fortunate enough from a subscriber to be able to get my hands on a sample of it, and it is from the house of Tom Ford. It is Fning Fabulous. And the fragrance that I'm gonna, or fragrance company that I'm gonna put it up against, is the house of Scentual Obsessions, and this is Kevin's formulation of Fning Fabulous. So without further ado, let's get to it. I have worn Fning Fabulous before, so I know what it smells like, and it smells great to me. It almost has that, it has the same lipsticky kind of vibe to it, kind of that you would get from like Dolce & Gabbana. Which one was that? Pour On. That's actually what I get from it. I get that lipsticky. It's actually iris that gives it. Iris can either go powdery or it can go lipsticky, and that's what I kind of get. It's a sweet kind of lipsticky kind of vibe. I actually like it. Not too many guys like it. They don't like that lipsticky kind of vibe, but it doesn't bother me. So I'm going to let Kevin's version sit for a second, because the opening on his is a little bit off-putting to me. Smells more like chemicals, that initial first spray. But I just smelled it again, and it's starting to tone down the harsh opening, and it's starting to have that same effect, that kind of lipsticky kind of vibe. So that's a good thing. So let's just let it sit for a second or two and see what happens. I hope everybody's out there playing it safe, listening to your local city, town, your state's regulations with this corona thing going on. If you're not supposed to be out, just don't be out. I know a lot of people aren't really playing it safe, aren't taking it too serious. I'm one of those people. It's serious. I watch it on TV, whenever I get a chance. So I know there are people actually really sick and dying, but I've never been the type to panic like I see everybody else panicking. I was in Walmart earlier trying to do a little shopping because my son is here with me. He's not here right now, but he's here with me. And this lady, she was like way down the aisle, like the meat section. And I didn't pay her any mind because I was looking for something. I think it was ground beef or something. And my friend was with me, and she said she saw it too. She said she was way up the aisle, and as you know, they're not letting a lot of people in, together. There's only a few people throughout the store, then they shop, and then they'll let other people in. So this lady was coming, and I guess she really wasn't paying attention. So when I turned with the ground beef in my hand, as I turned to go to the shopping cart, she was almost right up on me. And when she realized how close I was, she kind of backed up and grabbed her, scarf or whatever and put it up over her face. And just to me, I understand, but sometimes if you're that skeptical about being out, you should just stay at home. I mean, I know people need supplies, they need stuff, but I don't know. That's just me. But let's get back to the video, y'all. So, Fning Fabulous by Tom Ford is a great fragrance. I like it a lot. I love it. Like I said, it gives me the vibe of Dolce & Gabbana Pour On, with that kind of lipsticky, kind of fruity, sweet type vibe. I love it. Kevin's version, it smells the same. It's a weaker concentration. I can tell that off top just by smelling it. The quality and the strength of the scent is far superior than Kevin's version. Granted, this may not be his only formulation, and I haven't smelled it if it isn't. But this particular one that I have, and you can tell I don't think I've worn this, but it's just a lot weaker formulation. And the scent profile is spot on. After that initial spray was kind of off-putting. A few seconds later, it started changing. You started picking up that kind of lipsticky kind of vibe from it. It's there. He's spot on. It's just a weaker version. If he amped up the strength on it to get it closer to this, he'd have a hit. Trust me. Especially when it's cooler weather outside, somebody's looking for something kind of sexy, kind of gourmandish almost. This would fit the profile. But I'm going to have to hands down give it to Tom Ford in this one. Definitely check out Scentual Obsessions. Get you a sample pack. Try out some of these fragrances. Tell him I sent you. Mr. Cheap Sense, he knows who I am. He does business with me all the time. And just to show you a little, I'm not joking. All of these boxes, and there are other fragrances sitting on my bed right now that aren't in these boxes that Kevin has sent me over time. And all of his fragrances, most of them smell good. Some of them perform well, some of them don't. But what house doesn't have fragrances that don't perform in most cases? So that's not a knock on Scentual Obsessions or Dapper fragrances or Lady in Red fragrances. There's somebody out there who's going to love all of these companies, or at least one of these companies. So I say kudos to all of these companies, especially these little smaller ones out here doing their thing. I'm not mad at you. At least you're doing something, stepping out on faith and trying to make money and make a living, earn a living, doing something you love to do. Unlike other people who just go on video and moan and groan and just grumpy old men about every single thing that's going on. Find something else to do. If FragCom annoys you that bad, get out of it. Simple as that. I don't see why people are so upset and butthurt over what other people are doing on their channels. It's not that serious. But anyway, here is to Smelling Great. I'm out, y'all. Peace.